In today's 3-minute tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do pour painting on rocks. This is a fluid acrylic paint art that people do on canvases and on all sorts of crafts, and it makes a beautiful base coat for rock painting. Now, the first thing you have to do is mix your paints. Now, I'm mixing acrylic paint with Floetrol 50-50, and then I add a little bit of water at a time to get them to a nice warm honey consistency. Now, a major complaint you hear a lot in the pour painting world is you waste a lot of paint. So this is a way that I conserve some paint. I always pour a base coat of white paint mixed with the Floetrol and water on my rocks first. This gives it a very fluid surface so you can use less paint in your actual color pour, and you catch up paint, store it in a jar, and use it over again. Now to start stacking up your paints, you can put white layers in between them if you want. The paint usually stays pretty separated, but it can blend the slightest bit, so keep this in mind when picking out your paint colors. Obviously, I'm working with a fall theme here today. So I just have an old cookie cooling rack that I place on top of something that will catch the runoff paint. You will have runoff paint. Now you're going to just drizzle back and forth. You can do circular motions, stripe motions. You can play around with this, how you pour your paint as much as you want. Depending on how flat your rock surfaces are, is how the paint will sit on top. If your rocks are very round, it's gonna fall over the edges a lot more. So try to find rocks that have a little bit of a flatter surface to them. You can tilt your tray a little bit to help fill in any spaces where you didn't quite get any paint. You can also use a popsicle stick to kind of nudge it over the edges. Now, I like to place mine over on parchment paper to continue drying once most of the runoff has dripped over. Now, there's a full lettering tutorial for this section. I'm just going to share with you a couple really quick ideas of what you could put on your rocks once they're dry. Now, these take a while to dry. Make sure you set them off to the side. Let them sit at least 24 hours before you go writing on them. That top layer might be dry, but sometimes it takes a while for the entire rock to dry. So even if you jump ahead and start doing your lettering and things like that, these ones you want to let sit for a few days before you actually seal them. For this one, I did give thanks. A lot of times when I do word rocks, I like to have one word that has a more hand lettered look to it and then leave the other one super simple. So I just start off with basic cursive lettering and then I make the downward strokes thicker. And that's the same thing I'm doing here with this one, the See the Beauty in Change rock. So I've got some simple lettering and then one pretty lettered design in the center. And then last, if you don't like to do lettering or you just hate the way your lettering looks, this is a fun, super simple sketch style pumpkin that you can do, and your lines don't even have to be straight. You go back through and you make them even sketchier. So it's very, very forgiving. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you need more information on pour painting or the lettering, I have full tutorials on both halves of these. I will link them in the description below. As well as that, I've got our 3-minute playlist here for you and more fun fall painting ideas here for you.